This message is for you. God says, listen now, don't try to skip this, don't scroll past it like it's nothing, because what I am about to tell you matters more than the small comforts of your day. God is begging you to pay attention. Be careful. Someone is secretly sending you a court notice without your knowledge. Hear me when I say, this is not a whisper in the wind, this is a storm on the horizon, and you must prepare. God says there are forces that trade in silence, in the quiet rustle of papers moving unseen through corridors, in the shadowed exchange of documents that carry the weight of law and the clatter of human consequence. This message is for you because you are precious, you are important, and you must not be caught off guard. Don't try to skip this, because to skip it is to invite unnecessary pain. Don't tell this to anyone without first steadying yourself and planning your steps, because haste can hollow out the best defense. God is begging you, act with wisdom, not panic, with strategy, not fear. God says, first, breathe. Quiet the rush of alarm so your mind can sharpen. This is urgent, yes, but urgency is not the same as chaos. You are intelligent, you are capable, and you can respond. This message is for you. Begin by checking the smallest, most overlooked places, the mailbox that sits at the corner of your day, the email account you rarely open, the messages in spam that you think are always junk. People who send court notices in secret rely on complacency, on the idea that you do not read every envelope or check every folder. God says, do the things you find tedious now. Open the drawers labeled later. Read the emails that have been waiting. Sweep through every account and every stack. Don't try to skip this, document everything. Start a folder, digital or physical, named plainly, legal, do not lose. Put every relevant document there, bank statements, receipts, messages, copies of IDs, records of payments, any text exchanges tied to the potential claim. God is begging you to be meticulous. When a court notice comes, the battle is often won or lost in the papers you already have. Evidence is a quiet army, gather it now. If a notice arrives that you did not expect, you will be grateful for the trench of documents you've prepared. God says, set alerts. Make your phone your sentinel. Create calendar reminders labeled "Check for legal mail" on a daily basis for the next few weeks. Sign up for electronic notifications with the Postal Service and any couriers that operate in your area. Register for electronic delivery notices from the courts or government portals, if those services exist where you live. Don't try to skip these technical steps because they feel small. They are the nets that will catch the falling notice before it tears through your life. This message is for you. Be suspicious of friendly intermediaries. People who claim they will handle your mail, who say, don't worry, I'll forward it, may be protecting someone else's interests. God says protect your own correspondence. If someone offers to act as your postal buffer, say no until you are certain of their motives. Keep your address and contact info up to date with important institutions, your bank, your workplace, the government sites where notices could originate. A missing address is an invitation. Don't try to skip this, know who might target you. God is begging you, think of your recent disputes, however small. Think of contracts you signed and then forgot. Think of informal loans between friends or acquaintances, the tiny debts that gnawed at your conscience a month ago and were smoothed over with promises. People who send court notices without the recipient's immediate knowledge often exploit ambiguity, a missed deadline, an unsigned document, a misunderstood clause. God says rewind your past months and make a list. Honesty with yourself now will save you from being blindsided later. This message is for you. When you draft that list, be specific. Include dates, amounts, names, phone numbers, the tense of conversations. Did you promise payment by the end of the month, and then the month changed hands without the payment moving? Did you agree to something verbally and never get a written contract? God says the law respects paper, but it also listens to timelines. If you can show a pattern of good faith, messages, partial payments, offers to resolve, you have a power many people lack. God says, consider counsel early. You don't have to wait for the hammer of litigation to fall to speak with someone who understands the law. Make a call to a lawyer, a legal aid organization, or a trusted advisor who knows the terrain. This message is for you. Even a single conversation can change the shape of the fight. Don't try to skip the cost of this step by assuming ignorance will protect you. Ignorance does not protect you. Knowledge does. God is begging you to invest in clarity. Don't try to skip this. Ask for proof if someone claims they served you a notice. There are dishonest schemes in which notices are served improperly to claim that a person had knowledge when they did not. God says you have a right to verification. If you hear rumors, demand dates, names, and copies. Insist on clarity. A genuine legal notice will have a record, a signature, a tracking number. If the paper trail is missing, someone might be trying to create the illusion of legal pressure where none exists. This message is for you. If you do receive a notice, do not ignore it. Silence is not neutrality. Silence will be interpreted as absence or acquiescence. God says being quiet won't make the problem go away, it will let it grow roots. Read the notice carefully. Note deadlines. Court documents often require responses within specific periods. Missing a deadline can lead to default judgments that strip your rights without a full hearing. God is begging you, do not treat deadlines as suggestions. They are demands. Don't try to skip this. If you need to respond and you cannot afford counsel, seek legal aid. Many communities offer clinics, pro bono services, or nonprofit legal support that can guide you through the first steps. Call your local bar association, look for community legal workshops. This message is for you, help exists. You are not alone in this. God says there is assistance even when the world feels indifferent. Ask. God says, secure your digital life. Many people assume legal notices are physical only. But legal notices can begin as email, as messages, as online filings. Change your passwords, enable two-factor authentication, and ensure your email is not an open door. This message is for you. Set up a secure email address that you check regularly for legal or financial correspondence. Create an archive folder specifically for legal-related emails and move anything relevant there. God is begging you to treat your inbox like a safe box. Don't try to skip this. Gather witnesses. If disputes arise from a conversation, a transaction, or an agreement, notes from witnesses matter. Reach out to people who were present at relevant moments. Ask them kindly if they would be willing to provide statements or remember details. God says do this with humility and tact. People will help when treated with respect. Write down what they say immediately, with dates and times, and ask if they will confirm the details in writing later. This message is for you. Protect your finances. Consider placing temporary holds on large withdrawals or transfers that are not urgent. Speak with your bank about flags for suspicious activity or unauthorized debits. If the court notice concerns financial claims, ensure you know the status of loans, outstanding balances, or liens that could be attached to your accounts. God is begging you, act now to shield your assets within the confines of law. Don't try to skip this. Be careful about speaking publicly. In the age of social media, an offhand comment can be recorded and used against you. God says keep your discussions about the issue private until you have counsel or a clear plan. Silence in public forums is often wise. If you must communicate publicly, choose your words with intention and do not admit fault. Remember, statements made in haste can become evidence. This message is for you. Approach the person who might be behind the action with care. If it is someone you know, if it is an acquaintance or a business contact, attempt a calm, documented outreach. Express your willingness to resolve the matter. Ask for specific claims and evidence. God says a genuine grievance often seeks remedy rather than spectacle. Offer mediation if appropriate, and propose clear, written steps toward resolution. Keep records of every interaction. Don't try to skip this. Never falsify documents or lie. God is begging you. The temptation to reshape the story is human, but dishonesty compounds problems and invites legal consequences. Tell the truth, even its uncomfortable edges. Truth gives you the possibility of repair, lies only close doors. If you are unsure about facts, say you are checking and give a timeline for when you will respond. Clarity and candor will protect you more than cleverness. This message is for you. Prepare emotionally. A sudden legal threat can feel like a personal betrayal, an assault on your dignity. Feel your feelings, anger, shame, fear, and then set them down like tools you will not let dictate your strategy. God says find a friend or a counselor who will listen without judgment. Emotional resilience will make the practical work lighter. Do not let panic push you into impulsive decisions. Pause, breathe, act. Don't try to skip this. Know your rights in your jurisdiction. Laws vary wildly by place. What applies in one city may not hold in another. God is begging you to look up the statutes of limitations, the procedures for service, and the local court rules that apply to your case. If this feels daunting, a legal clinic or a lawyer can explain it in plain language. You deserve to understand the specifics that will govern your situation. This message is for you. If there is a court date, show up. Do not let the case be decided in your absence. God says presence matters. Even if you must ask for a continuance, your presence signals seriousness and can prevent default judgments. If a person claims to have served you and you did not receive notice, raise this issue in court. The system recognizes procedural defects. Don't try to skip this. If you are right, stand firm. If you are wrong, be willing to make amends. God is begging you to measure justice with compassion and humility. The law can be a blunt instrument. Use it for fairness, not revenge. If the other party has a valid claim, negotiate terms that preserve your dignity and your future. This message is for you. Expect that the process will test you. There will be confusing forms, bureaucratic language, and moments where the world seems deliberate in its opacity. God says persist. Bring someone with you to appointments, ask for explanations in plain language, and take notes. When a paper is handed to you, read it twice and record the exact words. Don't try to skip this. Think about reputation and relationships. A legal dispute can ripple into your work and family life. Manage the narrative among those who need to know. This message is for you. God says don't turn away now. You've come this far, and if you stop here, you'll miss the piece that holds your strength together. Don't try to skip this, because the enemy counts on your fatigue, counts on your decision to quit reading, counts on your choice to look away and leave yourself unguarded. God is begging you, keep listening, because what I am about to reveal is the layer beneath the surface, the secret strategies they use, and the shield you must raise. God says, those who move against you in silence are not careless, they plan. They count on your distractions, on the noise of daily life, on the 100 small responsibilities that crowd your mind. They slip their actions through the cracks of your attention. This message is for you. Sharpen your focus. Ask yourself each morning, what am I missing? That question alone will make the unseen tremble, because it forces your eyes to pierce the veil they've tried to weave around you. Don't try to skip this. Someone close to you may already know about the notice. God is begging you to be discerning. Not everyone who smiles at you carries loyalty in their heart. There are whispers exchanged in corners you don't walk, words spoken in rooms you weren't invited into. God says the one who pretends to stand beside you might already be watching to see when you fall. Test their words, weigh their actions, measure their consistency. Do they change tone when the subject of your finances, your property, or your disputes arise? Do they go silent when you ask direct questions? This message is for you. Discern and write it down. Patterns reveal themselves over time, but only to the one who keeps records. God says, be careful with signatures. Don't try to skip this. Every pen stroke matters now. They may try to trick you into acknowledging documents disguised as harmless. A courier may present something and insist it's just a routine form. A neighbor may hand you an envelope claiming it was misdelivered. God is begging you, read everything before you sign, before you acknowledge receipt. If you must sign, photograph it, copy it, document it. This is your safeguard. This message is for you. Secrecy is their weapon, but light is yours. Bring trusted light into your process. Share copies of important documents with at least one person you trust deeply, someone outside the circle of potential betrayal. Let them hold a duplicate, let them know where your papers are kept. God says if anything happens, you will not be left voiceless, your truth will have a witness. Don't try to skip this, timing matters. God is begging you, watch the dates on everything. Court systems thrive on deadlines, and those who send notices in the shadows aim to catch you sleeping past them. Mark every deadline in bold red. Place alarms days before they arrive. Build a buffer of time, because the enemy expects your delay. God says, you will not be late if you anchor yourself to vigilance. This message is for you, even as you prepare, do not let bitterness consume you. Yes, there is betrayal. Yes, there is secrecy. But God says your heart must not rot from the inside while you fight. Guard your spirit even as you guard your home. Don't try to skip this. Bitterness is the enemy's silent partner. It weakens your resolve, it makes you reckless, it blinds you to creative solutions. God is begging you, stay calm, stay pure in intention, stay sharp. God says, the night may feel long, but the dawn is real. You are not walking alone in this. This message is for you. Your prayers are not wasted words, they are shields that rise around you even when you cannot see them. Every cry you whisper when you feel cornered is being heard. Don't try to skip this, because the miracle of protection doesn't always arrive with noise. Sometimes it's the invisible hand that delays a letter, the small error that gives you more time, the quiet nudge that points you to the right counselor. God is begging you, trust that you are being covered in ways you don't yet recognize. This message is for you, the story isn't over. A court notice may be sent, but it will not define your destiny. Your life is not in the hands of papers and signatures alone, it is in the hands of God, who sees every plot before it takes shape. Don't try to skip this. Your victory doesn't come from ignoring the threat, but from meeting it with wisdom, with preparation, with faith. God says, rise now, strengthen yourself, because the tide is shifting in your favor even as they plot. This message is for you. God says don't close your eyes now, because the very moment you stop watching is the moment they will move. Don't try to skip this, because if you skip, you'll fall into the exact trap they've set, the trap of distraction, the trap of unawareness, the trap of silence. God is begging you, keep reading, keep absorbing, because this word is not given for everyone, it is given for you. God says, someone is moving quietly, but nothing is truly hidden from me. Papers may be sealed, whispers may be exchanged behind locked doors, but my eyes pierce every shadow. This message is for you. Don't believe for a second that you are blind or powerless. Even before the notice touches your hand, I am warning you now so that you can act. Don't try to skip this. This warning is proof that heaven is on your side, that I am pulling the curtain back before the enemy completes his performance. God says, you must understand the weight of silence. The enemy hopes you will be silent, hopes you will ignore letters, hopes you will delay. They think if they scare you enough, you'll freeze. This message is for you, don't freeze. Even if your hands shake, even if your heart pounds, move. File the response. Make the call. Gather the evidence. Because silence is a surrender they are counting on. Don't try to skip this. The only way you lose is by doing nothing. This message is for you. I see how tired you are, how heavy your days already feel, how one more burden seems impossible. But God says, you are stronger than you think, because I placed resilience inside you. You will not break under this pressure. You will bend, yes, but you will rise again. Don't try to skip this. Your enemies miscalculated your strength. They thought this notice would crush you, but I am telling you it will awaken you. It will become the fire that forges your discipline, your clarity, your determination. God says, look closely at the people around you. This message is for you. One person knows more than they are saying. Watch their patterns. Their words slip sometimes, their tone changes, they avoid your eyes when certain topics are mentioned. Don't try to skip this. I am shining a light right now. There is someone near you who has heard about this notice, or perhaps even helped prepare it. God is begging you to be watchful. Do not accuse recklessly, but do not ignore the signs. Protect your heart, protect your trust. This message is for you. Preparation is your shield, and wisdom is your sword. Every document you gather, every deadline you track, every note you write down is a weapon. Don't try to skip this. Your preparation will terrify the enemy more than your anger. They expect chaos from you, but they won't know how to handle discipline. God says, I will bless your order, I will strengthen your focus, I will multiply your small efforts into great victories. God says, don't let fear poison your nights. Fear whispers lies in the dark, you're finished. You'll lose everything. You can't win. But I am telling you, fear is not the truth. This message is for you. Fear is the enemy's language, but faith is mine. Don't try to skip this. Faith is not pretending the storm isn't real, it's choosing to anchor yourself while the winds blow. Faith is gathering papers while trembling, calling lawyers while crying, showing up even when you want to hide. God is begging you, fight with faith, not with panic. This message is for you. They are sending something in secret, but I am sending you strength in secret. You won't see all the ways I'm working until later, but you will notice small coincidences, sudden delays, unexpected help, a stranger's advice that comes at the right time. Don't try to skip this. Those are not coincidences, those are my fingerprints. God says, I am fighting for you in the unseen, just as they are plotting in the unseen. But my fight is stronger, and my hand is greater. Don't try to skip this. You must prepare your spirit as much as your documents. God is begging you, pray before you act, breathe before you speak, and pause before you sign. Invite me into every step. Say, God, guide my pen. God, open my eyes. God, protect my name. These small prayers will weave a net of protection around you. They may not see it, but they will feel it. Their plans will tangle, their timing will falter, their confidence will shake. This message is for you. The court notice is not the end, it is only a test. A test of your awareness, your discipline, and your faith. God says, you are not being abandoned, you are being sharpened. Don't try to skip this. The very thing meant to destroy you will become the reason you rise. God is begging you to believe this truth. No paper, no court, no hidden notice has the final word over your life. I do. Do you want me to continue writing the next long section of this 6,000-word urgent message in the same divine, warning-filled style?